Alright guys, in this video we're going to take a look at solving for sides in similar triangles. So we've got this problem here, number 20, and we want to solve for this missing side, right? So this is my x, that's what I'm looking for. I've got 14, I've got 44, I've got 77. Now here's the key thing to remember. When we're dealing with sides of similar triangles, we don't want equal sides, we want proportional sides. So we're going to set up a proportion to solve for x. So let's go ahead and do that. X needs to match a side in the other triangle. So which side matches with x? Well, it should be pretty clear that it matches up with 44. So we're going to go ahead and put 44 right there. And then let's look at the 14. The 14, notice how we're keeping the same triangle on top. This is triangle 1 and triangle 2. We're putting triangle 1 on top the entire time. All right, and then 14 over 77. All right, so we can go ahead and multiply this together. 77x. Now if we do 14 times 44 on a calculator, we should get 616. All right, next up, we're going to divide both sides by 77. We'll see what we get here. All right, so let me do some quick math in my head. That should come out to 8. So x is equal to 8. Now, we should check our answer, make sure it makes sense. Well, it looks less than 14, right? We can't really compare it to the other triangle, but inside its own triangle, it looks less than 14, so x seems to be a reasonable answer. All right, let's try, 8 seems to be a reasonable answer. All right, let's try another one here. Let's look at this one, number 15. All right, so number 15, we've got EDC is similar to EVW. Remember this little symbol right here? And that means similar. All right, so when we're solving for the side ED, again, I'll make this triangle 1, triangle 2. I'm going to put triangle 1 on top. I'm going to match up 35. What does 35 match with? Well, it's kind of hard to tell, right? Does it match up with 14 or 18? So let me show you a foolproof way to tell which side 35 matches up with. 35 is CE, right? If I'm looking here. So if I look at CE right here, it matches EW. So EW is 14, and then I'm going to go ahead and set the other sides up. Triangle 1 on top, triangle 2 on the bottom, just like that. So let's cross multiply. So I get 14x is equal to, let's see, that's going to come out to 630, 18. And again, we're cross multiplying here. 18 times 35 is 630, 14 times x is how I'm getting that. All right, I'm going to divide by 14 on both sides. So x, that comes out to equal 45 as a final answer. So a couple things here, guys. So this ends up being 45. You can cross multiply to solve the answer, but let me also teach you one other thing. If you get it to this point where you've set up the equation correctly, you could also just plug this into Desmos. Desmos will solve this for you. Now, it's good practice to solve this by hand, to cross multiply and all that, but if you don't have some paper and pencil nearby, you can always use Desmos to help you solve these cross multiplying problems. So this wraps up our lesson on solving for sides in triangles.